Hello and welcome back to day 14 of our medieval village. We are very much approaching the end game. I am planning to wrap this run up in the next 2 sessions. I hope. There are very few projects we have left to finish in my mind that I can think of. We do need to finish digging this moat. That is one of the big ones. We need to build the war district, which is going to be what my entire focus is basically around today. Thankfully, this actually requires very little material for what I have planned. We're going to have a little siege training ground, a little fight pit, and then we're going to have a lot of tents is what this is going to be filled, because it's a war zone, so it's meant to be like Legion tents and places for soldiers to kind of like hang out, be comfortable. Any additional people we get beyond the city will hang out down there as well. It'll be soldiers. It'll be like the destitute, the downtrodden, the outcast. And then the haunted forest is really just repairing these 2 buildings, probably setting up a couple small grow zones, and then just unleashing every animal we have that we've been hiding in town. All the animals will go into the forest at the same time. And then as far as I'm concerned, that pen is complete. We have 5 prisoners lined up from the big fights, which is amazing. 2 of which are mages, 1 of which is a necromancer. It is the 13th of December, which means we're about to hit spring, right? We just had the mildest winter imaginable. Things have been cruising pretty well. I think for the most part, I'm going to try to keep the next couple of, like today's stream and tomorrow's stream, I'm going to try to keep on 3 speed as much as I possibly can. I think somebody just walked in on Blairy in the bath. Maybe, maybe not. Because everything is running pretty smooth for the most part now. So as long as we just keep letting it run, it should do okay. I would like to plan out this district as much as we can. A group from the Magical Academy are visiting. The Sister of Sloth. So the goal is to get as close to this as possible. But I'm not going to be wildly picky about it if it means I can improve aesthetics a little bit. For example, I'm always going to do a round corner if I can. These are going to be palisade walls. I guess maybe something like that. And this chunk I'm actually going to do in along the rock because we're going to have a road that goes down here. A little bit at least. Do it like that. Over here, I think much the same. We'll get rid of this stuff that's like outside the palisade. But this stuff inside, it's going to stick around. Attack to destroy. That's a little annoying. Are all these the same? Attack to destroy, yeah. And this is going to have a little 1, 2, 3 opening as well. I think just a little something like that. And so we're going to weave a little road down this way. That's going to lead to like a little camp zone down here. We're going to have a little shrine. I think I'm going to turn this slate into a little shrine, similar to kind of the shrine that we have out here once we start being able to build other pieces of art. This is going to be a mess hall, a siege training ground, a fighting pit, some expanded. We're going to have like a little forest section down here as well, because we're always on the lookout for more wood. And then I think I'm just going to have a little road that kind of like goes down here to a little campsite and then probably up here to another little campsite. I might try to dig that out, this little peninsula. Because the hope is that people will just not choose to cross this marsh. Which is very hard to say whether or not that's the case, whether or not that'll be true. But that's what I'm hoping for. We are low on trees. Sadly, I don't think we have an easy fix for it. So I'm just going to start palisading and we're going to figure it out. Doop, 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 doop. A war merchant from the Shining Company. We're gonna have to destroy some stuff here. Doop, doop, doop. Trying to make sure we have all the right pieces in here for this. We have all these people training up here. It's amazing. We're going to have a whole bunch of training zones down here, which I'm very excited to have. It's going to look real nice good. Not enough stored. I know. I'm surprised you haven't given me that error much sooner. And so right now I'm also thinking about just kind of leaving this side open because I think it's unlikely people will go through the swamp. Gatrogagro, you've had a crisis of faith. If you unbreak, I can probably convert you. It is winter. It is -8 degrees outside, which means I have a small window for being able to trade here before everybody probably runs. Though that being said, these don't produce heat. Oh my. The whole reason I put those there was because other fireplaces produce heat around them, and everything that produces heat normally warms up just like the couple of squares around it, and I thought that that would be enough to keep that trading square warm, and it's not at all. What do we have? We have a bunch of trash here from these attacks, a bunch of broken down clothing as well. Yeah, this blue is really hard to read. You know me, I'm gonna sell anything that's broken even in the slightest. Doot, 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 doot. 400 bucks. Is there anything we need to buy from these guys? Doesn't look like it. herbal meds probably would be a good idea. Dare I say, probably a good idea. We could also sell him some of the stuff that's only like normal. Just for cash. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah, it's so funny. Things like this heat up the area all around it. 21 degrees Celsius around the steam geyser. These were all intended to do the same thing so that my traders would stay warm, and it doesn't do it at all. And according to this, I'm missing 9 guest beds. So maybe some of those can get claimed. What a disgusting palisade this is going to be. Something we can do is path a bit of it out. I figure we're probably going to have kind of 2 different sections that come through here. I don't want to be like too far or too close to those embrasures. The idea being that they kind of enter the map around here. Maybe a little something like that. I'm okay with that. That looks nice. And then that's pretty much going to road down that way, with the hopes that we can put tents on both sides. Now I know I'm like queuing up a lot of different things here, but I don't really feel like we have much of a choice in the matter. Many things need to be built. Adobe herringbone bricks. Okay, so we're gonna have to get rid of the floor in here as well and replace it with something that is not that. This is sandstone and adobe walls. Oh, I thought these were wood. We're gonna have to completely redo that building, that means. And I don't know that we actually have enough slate for this. So we're gonna have to say like slate chunks 3. Make slate blocks. Just in case. Oh, amazing. What a good spot for a giant web to be in the middle of my stoneworkers workshop. It's not like they're carrying the heaviest, slowest things in the whole place. That's no bigs. No bigs at all. What's going on? Nobody can afford these beds, can they? Is that the problem? It's exactly the problem. 3 of them are racing over to get those beds, I think, now. Everybody's just sleeping in the middle of stores. Not ideal. We're going to need more candle wax. Okay. So this is all good up here. Chain closed flat top helmet. In good condition. Does Chocolate have a hat? Yes, he does. A steel heavy bar boot. He's also working on that Orcalium 2-handed hammer. That one's for Chocolate. This dude, Tola Brave. Looks like we never gave him a weapon. But it looks like we did everything else for him, so. What do we have in the armory? Nothing. I just sold all of my weapons. I just sold all of my weapons. Okay. So he's gonna need something. We do know how to make military maces. So I feel like that's probably the best option. Maybe a winged mace? A military pick? I should probably give a pickaxe to Bones. Because I almost guarantee you this gives 25% mining speed. Yeah, it does too. I'm going to try to make an iron pickaxe to give to Bones as like a secondary weapon. Hammers, hatchets, throwing knives, heavy mace. And then we'll go with an Orcalium winged mace. So Bat's got his work cut out for him. He's going to be there for a while. Everybody else, lots of little projects. It is still winter. So we could just do a little bit of this. This may help replenish our wood stocks and particularly keep wood in and around here. I figure our growers don't really have a lot to do right now. So this will keep them busy. Oh, I love the birch trees all covered in snow. What a good look. And realistically, I think now that this zone has also been like increased in size, kind of feels like we gotta narrow that back out a little bit. The old birch forest. Yan is still recovering from his time in the spider tomb. The other got bit in the jaw and like this spider patched it shut, but just did the worst job possible. He seems okay though. He's leveling up. He's doing fine. The town is bumping right now. There are so many people in here. Bat's long happiness has convinced them that life is pretty good out on the rim. They are now an optimist. Hell yeah, Bat. It is a spider. I don't know what you expect. I mean, that's fair. I didn't realize this. Bat's left leg is missing. And Tater, our wizard here, has gone berserk. Flew viral. You could come up here and probably solve this. I don't actually think anybody's going to need to solve it. Blairy, no, 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 no. 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 I don't want her to just shoot him with an arrow. He's going to go pick a fight with somebody, and that's going to get himself knocked out. There we go. I just had to have a moment of patience. I'd like to get some statues in here. This is kind of the only thing missing. The throne room could use work, but I also love its minimalist aesthetic. Blood Moon. Even though Blander's not a vampire, he secretly thirsts. God, I just love the look of this. We've had a lot of blood moons, but I've never been able to get the game to progress render. When this is happening, I haven't gotten a single screenshot of the blood moon. It's just got that really like low arced sun, moon, I guess. That looks so nice. It is visually just delicious. Wow, it didn't take them long to do this at all. Was that with the slate? That wasn't even with the slate. That was from the like couple of pieces that they removed. They almost managed to build that entire thing. Amazing. You'll love seeing that. So we're going to have these linen tents. They cost like 60 linen, but we're basically just going to be able to pile a bunch of them up along here. And I'll probably, you know, realistically, I'm probably going to use these camping tent ones because they look better and they're much bigger. And then we can have like Viking tents as well, which for like, you know, the captains. We can have a bit of a mix, so there's at least a variation in type. And then yeah, I'm stoked for this. I mean, what I want to do down here is have the idea of like, I might build like a fake castle wall, and then have like cavalry spikes along here that people stand behind and shoot at archery targets. It's a stupid little thing, but I think it'll be fun. And then we'll just put a couple of like training dummies inside here as well. Relations with the Western Republic have changed from 70 to 58. Let me see how it is. One patient awaits a healer. Who is our best healer? Blairy? No. Blairol? Probably. She's asleep. Newton has gone ahead and taken that really good steel chain closed flat top. What do you have? Cloth hooded visor. I could put that on almost anybody. I suppose Trollabrave should actually have that helmet. Seeing as he is our 15 melee warrior. The Magical Academy are leaving. They did not have a very good time, but they left us 2 exalted medicine, so that's very kind of them. Dudes, our supplies here are doing real well. Puppy dogs are eating animals in the haunted forest. We have a dead lynx. Can we make a carpet out of that? Question? No. They're not dangerous enough. Dead horse just covered in bandages. Man, I love Cassie's the new outfit we got going here. With the rare dragon leather and the rare dragon leather cloak. And the rare dragon leather hunting gloves. I wish her hood was not made of pigskin, but one day perhaps. We have apples coming in even though it's like the middle of spring. Turg has gained a level. Now, I could work towards stabilize here. But I'm not going to. It's just that the more I upgrade, the longer he can keep up that guardian skip barrier. Which basically just means the more invincible he is. And everyone around him is to arrows. Which just seems like a good thing. A pack of deer have wandered in. In fact, a singular deer has wandered in. Affected by a minor artery blockage. You don't say. With any luck, he will try to fight our dragon. And then we could skin him and make another rug. Are you going to come into the town? No. Okay. That is, of course, my concern. Turgis again? No, that can't be right. That's not right. But we do have a peg leg on Bat. So he should have an easier time getting around now. Does knock him out for the day, but such is life. I gotta have these guys break down some of this stuff here as well. Gonna see if I can have Turg do it quickly. Maybe I should have had Flu Viral do this while he was down here. He has the hammer, right? Just realizing like this does very little damage. Bones. Okay. Okay. Yeah, maybe we bring you up. And we see how this hammer works instead. Oh, significantly better. Wildly significantly better. Damn, anything else you need to break while we got you? I think that's probably it. I should maybe attack this battering ram, actually. Wow, this Warhammer is a monster. I don't really want anywhere for people to hide down here, so... Plus, we get a bunch of wood and components. Yeehaw. Sloths in a daze is Getragago. You're unhappy. But you had that crisis of faith. But now you're asleep. Oh, you know what's really funny? I've been wondering why people can't use this tub to wash patients, why they have to go all the way over to this tub. And it's because this belongs to prisoners, so they cannot use it as a prisoner item. I would have to put a tub out here, outside the prison, to allow for it. I should probably replace those beds also. Just for good measure. We did add this to the clean zone, but it's not really being cleaned. I suppose it's probably hard to keep the little trade quarter clean, just because all of the animals walk across it and walk across dirt to get there. I was thinking about a mod that I don't know if I have installed. Tomb building. Mausoleum buildings. Mines. Panels and frames. I do have it installed. And in fact, we're not even researching anything anymore at the moment. Please, Ember, hello. How are you? We're actually so ahead on stuff that we're not even... I'm just going to start throwing stuff in here then. Write newspapers. That's kind of fun. There's some really cool ancient equipment that would probably look really badass. So maybe we learn how to make that. Make bronze using stone chunks and steel. Seems weird. Heavy shield making. That could be good. Crossbows need a recipe. Trebuchets do not. So we're going to queue that up. For sure. Pretty good. Lovely settlement. Thank you. Steel needs a recipe. Pole arms. Basic blades. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of like, let's queue up whatever we can. For the most part. Oh, these are kind of nice. These boxes. Oh, God. We've got another wandering dragon as well. Powders. Gunpowders. Early medieval medicine would be smart. Oh, we can do arcane stuff now, like arcane lighting, because we have a magic bench. Oh, you know what? I'm going to do some of those. We can also do blood swords. Because we have hemogen. All right, hold on. What needs to go to the end of this list? Tar for sure. Actually, I'm going to knock tar out until we get the recipe. Let's just queue up all these. These are all really small things. We do have a wandering dragon. It is blue. An elder. Woo. baby. That is a ancient elder blue dragon. Male jade dragon. Female blue dragon. I wonder what makes it an elder specifically. Speaking of, we need to administer more draconic ambrosia. Outlaw camp. These are good quests. House Hess. These are the ruined ones that last time we went on one of those, we got absolutely nuked, so. We gotta get rid of this dragon. This thing will do very, very bad damage to us if we don't remove it. It is extremely dangerous. Right now, it is likely to hunt that Muffalo. It is a wandering dragon, so it may just not be a problem. It may just leave us alone. Certainly a man can dream. Certainly a man can hope. You're on good cheese. You're on awful cheese. Let's turn you to good. Cougars. Was there cougars? We can make things from cougars. No cougars. That deer is still somewhere in the fishing village. Maybe it can be tamed, not without an inspiration. Taming is 20%. And if it goes berserk and we don't have a dragon shrine set up. Oh, we do have a dragon shrine set up. Interesting. Bum, 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 bum. I might just banish it. Doesn't take a lot to banish. I'm more interested in getting a breeding pair of jade dragons than I am getting a blue dragon. I'll be honest, I don't really want more dragons. This was not a dragon-focused village, but we have been visited by an extreme number of dragons while we've been here, so. Can different colored dragons breed with each other? I don't believe so. I think it has to be like a blue dragon with a blue dragon. That is my understanding. Look at you making little sculptures. This work bears a portrayal of Tobias Turg working feverishly. His skill is visible in the work. It represents persecution. Usually for this kind of work, there's a foreman beneath the main subject. This tells the story of Turg becoming a master at melee tasks. You better believe that's getting installed right there. And that's another masterwork. No, it's a masterwork straw bed in the prison. This is 6 blades. Rounding out the work, a trader posing in the distance. I'm also going to install that in here because that finishes this room. This is all I wanted to do, was put 2 little pieces of artwork in here. It's just a little statue garden. And there was that one time that Turg summoned like 6 blades from the sky using his paladin skills and just like nuked someone with it. So straw beds. Perfect. Ooh, you're awake. Cassie, when you're done cooking, can you go converting? What do you got? Jeweled rhizomes and dried meat. Raw fungus. I suppose from the fungus trolls. Oh, that's really funny. So the few vegetables that we have left are root tubers that we just found on the map, and then some fungus that we got off the back of our trolls. Now this should convert him. Excuse me. Try that again, young lady. Just stopped in the middle of it. And again. Nice. Nuchidian. And enough to reform the creed. Oh, baby. Is this guy a wizard? No. This guy is good at nothing. Yeah. This guy was going to be like a dedicated hauler cleaner. We have enough to reform. Can we remember what we wanted? We talked about like industrialism or craft culture. Craft culture screws us up because it requires our best crafter. So it would make Chocolate Mousse the king instead of Turg. Industrialism, while nice, it does mean that all of our tailoring and armoring slows down, and that's currently actually our slowest point. So I don't think I'm going to do either of those. Proselytizing would possibly allow us to get rid of the other ideologies. But on the same hand, we could become cultured, similar to the branch of Nuchidian that replaced human primacy with cultured. And we would want to write and read more books. Fear of Dragons to Samad is a little heavy on the tuning when it comes to how common dragons are. I actually turned it down significantly. And it is still there a lot. This bulwark mod, this was this one that was like, we get bonuses from having nice armor, and you get an extra, like, I could make it like a 25% extra sharp resistance, which just means we get cut up a lot less. Sadly, I don't think any of these are appropriate for us. None of them really fit like what we're doing. Meditation exquisite. Psi focus gain doubled. Leader is the best Psi caster. Now, Turg is actually the best Psi caster. This could heighten our psychic sensitivity, making all of our mages better. A focus on magic. That's not a bad idea. Culture seems nice. I do kind of like the idea of that. We are a very cultured city. And nothing else really hits it. Because we haven't been proselytizing, because it's actually kind of like good that we have multiple religions. I would say either psychic focus or cultured. Not sure I'd want to eat something that grew on a troll. I'd at least want it to be well cleaned first. I mean, hopefully it is. It's a pretty clean kitchen. Human supremacy and proselytizing to be two memes that are always good in any run. Bulwark also good as long as everyone has a simple helmet or something. I mean, they all have at least leather lamellar armor, so. Cults are always a good option. I like this idea. I think I am going to go cultured. Trading required, travel despised. I can't edit any of these, can I? No. Meow, 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 meow. Can I add a Sky Lantern Festival? Oh my god, absolutely. Let's do that. I could add in like Neolithic weapons instead of Ultra Tech because I'm pretty sure they don't exist. But nothing else we really need. I could also do things like add in pants and shirt for preferred apparel and just get like a natural boost to everybody. But I gotta be honest, I think we're pretty good on the morale front for the most part. We don't have a ton of mental breaks outside of the prison. And cultured should be good because it should actually start us getting more books. We have 2 books in here. We have a shooting book and a social book. So I suppose printing. I should probably queue up if we're gonna do that. Okay, back to speed 3. Nothing bad ever came of making a cult. It helps. It helps. I like the fact that, you know, we had that breach with the prosperous market. This is like our ideology split, and they added in cultured. So I figured like if we add culture to our main thing, it's kind of like bringing these guys back in. At least that's my logic. Like we respect their decision. I think that's all the pieces here. Ah, so close. I know I'm queuing up a million different build things, but that's kind of got to be my theme today, unfortunately. How about a day in the life of Fei Lin? Oh no! Not Dr. Troll. Uh-oh. Blairol, you're not one to do this. Cassie is, though. Cassie could stop this. Maybe. Keep that door open, keep that door open, keep that door open. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Now you're going after Bubba. Okay. Uh-oh. This thing is faster than I anticipated. Boy, you guys are not. Where is the dragon? Cassie, where is your dragon? That's their dragon. Here's our dragon. This is who we really need to fight this. Y'all might be in trubs. Oh, I didn't move you enough. I suppose Blairy can also come out here. I'm coming, Bubba. Get him. Get him. Do we have any wizards here? Bubba is a wizard. I actually forgot that Bubba was a wizard. Oh, Turg in the arm. Let's not have you be the one who fights this guy. There we go. The dragon is a good one to fight it. Bubba, we never get to use your fireballs. Now is the time to test it. Yo, that's sick. How we looking? 11 hours and the dragon's in no trouble at all. Turg, how's your arm? You got bit in the left arm. You die in 8. So let's get you straight to bed. Nine hours. That dragon's having no trubs. Whoa, he keeps like body checking it. Blander is joining in the fight. He's like, I might not be a wizard, but I will not idly stand by. Blinder just loves to fight, that's all. Laryl's coming out with the spear. Probably best you don't. You can maybe participate in the... Here we go. Bada bing. Problem solved. Chocolate's got the few fires. My dragon's at full HP. Barely even touched. Turg, wrap yourself up in bed. And then hopefully someone like Blairy or Blairal will come help you once they're done their smoked meat. Blairy's on it. Now I want to do a run where I play medieval kobolds and have to tame and generally worship all dragons that wander our way. I mean, that's a very good way to do it. Because kobolds are very numerous, but terrible. And dragons are very not numerous, but extremely good. We do, of course, still now have to worry about this guy, but... We got the Muffalo and we got the cave beer. Has anyone done this ritual? About like Yan. Oh, Yan's in school. He's learning how to heal people. I don't know who would be good at this, but I did really enjoy throwing that fireball. I'm going to tell you that right now. It also used like no mana. Almost no mana. Do we have enough to start building the Wizard's Tower? So many Rimworld runs you want to do? Yeah, I feel you there. Big time, I feel you there. It is a never-ending, ceaseless amount. What are you doing? You're just deconstructing stuff. I mean, I am like certain I have enough granite blocks to do this. And if they're out of wood everywhere else... this would have to be like doop, 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 doop. The funny thing about this is I don't know whether or not I want to have any embrasures out at the Wizard's Tower, or whether or not I just want these to be rooms. If I'm being honest, I think I'm just going to let them be rooms. Because I can shoot out from all of these. And I could shoot out from those if people come in close. I don't really need to be able to shoot that far out. It doesn't really do me that much good. So we're going to try that. It's going to be a journey. It'll be a long day's journey and night. This sky burial spot. Oh, that ritual's complete? Okay, let's banish this dragon. So he should just leave the map now. I guess I could put this like here would probably be fine. That should be a big enough circle around it. Okay. There's a lot of spider silk out here that needs to be carted in. I mean, does it need to be carted in? No, probably not. Would I like it to be carted in? Yes. I would need dogs to do it. And dogs will only do it if they have access to a room that they can bring stuff to. Which does mean I could just say clear no animals. Or expand no animals. To add that. Then they'll drag spider silk into these like last little slots. VM, you did. You won the October Games giveaway. So you can pick a game from the great giveaway list. Maybe no ingredients. Uncooked vegetable pod. That's an ingredient. Oh, I'm an idiot. This whole time I've been wondering why nobody's been putting this soup in the soup pot. And it's literally so simple. Blood. This is Turg's blood. Blood of Blairl. Why is Blairl bleeding? I got no idea. Major break risk on Blairy. Is it because they forgot to sleep again? They do love not sleeping. No, it's because they can't fly. I can't do much for you there, old Blairl. I'm limited. Oh yeah, this is really slow to walk over that marsh. Bright side, every time they cut down a tree, a dog comes out to collect it. We're going to build some more of these lights, because I think we deserve to have some more. We got a couple of like gaps in our lighting path. And we're making decent money right now. By money, I mean every resource. That one I don't think we need. And I don't want to light this because I like the idea of this being like a back alley shop. But why not? We'll light the bridge as well. I'm not going to light any of this because this is kind of our campground, you know, our campground and our fishing post. Whole Panzer's out here just enjoying a nice day of nature. This I love secretly. This is like one of my favorite spots on the map. That we just made like a little nature reserve so that Yan could go nature running. All right, there's lots to do. People are up training all night. The winged mace is complete. That belongs to Tola Brave. So we're going to get you that in the morning. Oh, we can also use his magic now. I forgot about this. He's a commander, so he has this ability, Word of Trust. Which you could then say, use on Garagaro, who has 9.2 resistance. This'll work. I hope this'll work. Whoa! Okay. That was significantly more powerful than I expected. So the moment we can convert someone, I could just have Gadgero, or sorry, I can have Tolabrave move up, cast Word of Trust, and they are all but instantly converted to us. Dude's wearing a rhinoceros wool parka. Shouldn't it be rhinoceros leather? We have too much hemogen. What do I do with this? It can be smelted. There we go, that works. Chain closed flat top, two-handed hammer, and a pickaxe. We're still really bad in the steel and iron department. Which I guess doesn't really go fast, so... Skeleton statues. Ooh. Busts, pedestals, armor statues. These would obviously be really nice to have in the palace. Trophies. Oh, cool. I can make trophies based on all of the trolls, but I need their corpses to do it. Well, that's not the hardest thing in the world. Grand columns, more trophies, statues of colonists. We'll just go like that. Do you have any chickens running around? We have ducks. Somewhere. We had ducks. Did I sell all my ducks? We sold all of our ducks. That is hilarious. Yeah, we had a bunch of ducks, and we actually had a problem because they kept having these like massive duck explosions where they would queue up like 1,000 duck orders that we wouldn't be able to handle. I guess... Wow. This worked really well. It's springtime, so I'm going to stop holding open this door. I hope. Because it seems like we are just about out of food here as well. Central Republic are visiting. I could have somebody come up here. Maybe the dragon can close this? Yes, he can. And Tater has had a crisis of belief, which is amazing because he is the mage. Oh, he is like immediately ready to go after his uncertainty is over. Oh my god, and Cuckoo has also swapped. All right, well, where's our boy? Tolabrave. You do not have enough word of trust. Ah, yes, that's right. Tolabrave, for some reason, doesn't have a psi focus. So I'm actually not certain if he is capable of regenerating. Boom. Gadagero has become recruited and has obtained a trait. When you recruited him, it turned out that he was psychically dull, healthy, wakes up feeling energetic and cheerful, Cox resistance, better comfortables, permanent mood effect, a snob, or a thrall. Psychically enthralled, caused by incredible strong mental influence, thralls don't need to sleep or have recreation, but are unable to do skilled work and engaged in social interaction. I literally said we were going to make this guy our hauler cleaner. That could not have gone better. Yeah, he's really bad at basically everything except animal handling and melee. Incredible. Gatragaru, what will you do today for us? He doesn't need to sleep either, it just said. Does that mean I don't need to give him recreation? Yan shouldn't have work hours because he's still a BB. Gadagero. You are capable of handling. But I tell you what, I think I'm actually going to put you on like... dedicated clean and then haul. I probably should put him on haul over clean. But I'm curious as to how he's going to go. So he is wearing a war mask and a Rox wool parka over his common linen tunic, the doublet, and the linen trousers with the pigskin boots. No pigskin gloves. He's tidying everything up real nice. You know what? We really just needed somebody to do this, so... He's even cleaning the rooms that aren't meant to be cleaned. Interesting. Suspicious. He also is going to need a weapon and one of these beds. Permanent mood effect 100. Early bird is up late. I don't like working late. I thought it said he didn't need to sleep either, but survey seems to say that's a lie. They don't need to sleep or have recreation. They're unable to engage in social interactions either. All right, Gadagero. Well, I'm going to knock all of that off your menu then. You can eat whenever you want. I do like that he is like, well, I also want to take a sauna every now and then. I'm not a monster. I'm going to let him do what he wants in the evenings. He does need one of these beds, though. They're going to be upset if I kick him out, so we'll leave him for now. This guy doesn't really do much either. Zebrastol. Oh, actually, this works out really well. Zebrastol is a hauler before he's a cleaner. And this guy's a cleaner before he's a hauler. So the two of them should actually just keep the place tidy. And hopefully that will be enough to see us through. This is when we had all like 8 of them in the colony. Things were running so smooth. So I feel like 2, one dedicated to cleaning, one dedicated to hauling. That should maybe be enough. Right, I can't build scorpions because I need bronze. So maybe I do need bronze. I'm definitely not in any rush for it though. My company apparently is being bought out. Oh no. Doesn't lead to being a cluster F. That would not be great. That would not be great in the slightest, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you and everyone else can keep their positions, keep their heads. All right, we're gonna kick this guy out. I'm gonna make this Gadgaro's room. Tola Brave also lives here. Where does this guy lives here? Oh, this is also an empty room. Right. Oh, this guy's no good at melee. That's why he gets to live in a real house. Gadagaro is very good at melee. So these two are my soldiers right now. My expendable soldiers, that is. Hoping so too, because I like my team. Yeah. Yeah, that's not exactly a fun position to get tossed into. Inspired research on Gadagaro. Gatro Gago. God, they really came with some crazy names. These guys. Tola Brave, Gadagaru, Bat, Zebritrasol. All four of these guys don't have proper names. Help wanted. Fields need farming. Requesting help with harvesting all the way over there. Yeah, that's super dangerous. Next to the Ioniums and the Divine Order. No, thank you. This guy's like, I'm quite sure that my company sent a raiding party. They'll be here any minute. He says, well, we've never been raided. Well, not never been raided, but it's been a while. Current fuel type raw wood. Oh, nice. This is coming along slowly. This is coming along even slowerly. This all needs to be harvested. I keep forgetting that this will just automatically be harvested. Bees. It's too cold for bees. Everybody's hanging out down here, which makes me think maybe they ate a bunch of flour. Slowly trying to get this fixed. As the Pactor, like, eventually wears out. Lots of little sheeps and everything. We got raw meat. We got insect meat. Dried meat for days. I love that the extra dried meat just gets stored here. Skirmish. The Radiant Chief of the Shining Company says that her forces encountered an enemy and want to battle them in the open field. Has nobody to spare to assist them, but says if you can make it in time, you'd be doing them a great favor. Okay, I do love the idea of being like, let's march our army out and join in a battle elsewhere. Oh, the planting has started. Do we need to switch up? No, because we never could get advanced agriculture in the end, could we? The only thing we were thinking about planting was cabbages. We got the pumpkins. We have lentils, herbs for the sausages, the two big wheat fields, the flax and tinctoria. I mean, I could probably get rid of the flax at this point. I don't know if it's easier to store flax or store linen. God, we have like so much cloth. I might actually just be in a position where I start making additional tunics and trousers and stuff. You know what? That's actually not a bad idea. It'll give us more to just like have on hand, but also it will give us stuff to sell. Just more so what I am thinking. Bones is digging up coal chunks like they're going out of style because we use them everywhere now. Classic break risk on Blairy. Old break risk Blairy. That's what they call her. Sloths in a daze. That'll be fixed. Got people sleeping in the royal dining room. Okay, so this guy does heal from this. Prison break. Got news for you. Your old buddy Tolabrave's gonna come up and deal with this prison break. Who else is gonna help? Not you, not you. You can help. Fei Lin can help. Hill Troll is hunting a wild German Shepherd. You'll never catch me. We might want some other people dealing with that, if I'll be truth. Where's the dragon? For that matter, where's Cassie? I feel like if the dragon is involved, Cassie's involved. You are going for German Shepherd 3. It's not that one. It's probably that little baby right there. Yeah, it is too. That was an interesting error. I haven't seen that one before. You can fire at this hill troll. We'll just hunt it at this point, actually, I think. And then let's bring the 3 of these dweebs in here. With their blunt weapons. Is it not all of them? It's only the 2 of them try to break out. That's really funny. You're dead. Perfect. You are undrafted. Tater has been beaten to death. Well, I guess the game didn't want me to have a necromancer. Damn, dudes. Guy keeps disarming me. You should be on attack. Who is this guy? What is his ability? Martial artist? Oh, that is super frustrating. Can you not pick up your weapon? No, you can't. You got it, boys. Just keep him in stun lock. Hi-yo. So what happened here? Neck bruise, probably. Chocolate with a pole hammer. You know why? I think it's probably because Chocolate is a Neanderthal, so he has a higher chance with that strong melee damage. I bet you that's what it is. Well, everybody else is fine. They're just beaten up. We're going to get him that big. Oh, in fact, his hammer is ready. And Bones' pickaxe is ready. Here's a great question. What does this do for damage? 6.24. Oh, Bonesy boy. You have a named sword. I'm going to give this to Zerbatal then. Bat's got himself a fancy new hat. Heavy troll pelt hooded chain closed flat top. It's a mouthful. You do not need to carry a pole hammer around. But I guess we could give that to Gat when he wakes up. Oh, Dr. Troll. I'm sorry. I forgot to turn you out of the hospital. Minor malnutrition. Whoopsie. Go eat some bread. Some delicious troll bread. It's funny that the trolls like eating bread, but they have to eat like 4 loaves to fill up properly. Oi, oi, oi. I do need more storage space here for this hemogen. You know what? I think I might just do this. Component, clear, hemogen bottle. This is a big storage container, so alternatively, I could just actually finish building this place the way it's meant to be built. This option definitely wouldn't hurt to have a few more shelves in here. Central Republic had a terrible time. They are leaving us 4 large Arctic wolf pelts. We can make rugs out of those. Large Arctic wolf pelt. Click. 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 How exciting. What a good gift. It's like one of the rarest things we can get our hands on. It's things that turn into rugs. And it's something we need so many of for all of our homes. Well, a little disappointing that we lost Tater. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't really want a pig person, but I did really want a necromancer. So the trade-off is tough. That looks a little nicer. So what's this room? Does it tell me? No. My desperate needs for wax. I think this year the bees might be tended to on a bit more like regular basis. I'm also hoping for slightly better weather this year. We had such a calm winter. I feel like we should have a decent springtime. Yeah, this dude is like struggling to keep up the fires. I'm surprised this rough marble is probably going to get walked over so much it's going to get smoothed out. I'm genuinely surprised it has not already been smoothed. This is, well, the inner wall is done. The actual tower, significant amount of work left to do. Come on, you babies. Don't make me send Turg down there. Oh, his royal plate armor is almost destroyed. I might actually just do this temporarily. This stuff is like very valuable to me. So I'm wondering if I can't just like mend you over and over again. Oops. Is this allowed? This is really helpful if so. How's that looking? It looks like it mended everything except the one thing I wanted it to mend. So I'm going to put Turg off. And then I'm going to cast this on the ground in order to fix it. And we might have to do this for a couple of days. Because I think we're going to run out of mana, like, now. Oh, we might have one more? No. Well, that's 31%. I mean, that's a significant improvement. Turg, what will you wear in the meantime? I do wonder. Probably nothing. You might put on that lamelier. I really wish we had something that fit the middle layer better. This is middle and outer. Centurion and the Legionnaire armor. You're outer. The Haubrick is middle. Okay, yeah. So that's what I want to be making. It really slows people down. 0.4 move speed. That's so much. And the outer heavy Haubrick is 0.5. God damn, dude. I see the risk here. Nobody has anything that they can do. Do we perhaps have... No, we basically have no metal. We have a bit of mithril. But that's about it. I could make mithril heavy Haubrick. Or like a mithril Zweihander's helm. That's tempting. That would be very bougie. The amethysts. I can't make the sanguine stuff, can I? I can make the sanguine shields, but nothing else. There's meant to be a light in here as well, but we never did really get around to building it. I might as well queue up that. And make it so we can get around there. We'll probably put another shelf in here maybe, or just move all this stuff down. My god, that's so much Imogen. Oh, vampires. You would feed so well. If only you would hang out with us. If only we could have some vampires. We have troll's blood, a couple of lingering troll's bloods. We have a bit of that left. Scheduled. It must be a mod. It must be a mod that allows you to just carry like combat potions with you. Because I know I've done it before. Because I normally like having those lingering troll's blood potions just on everybody. With the idea being like if they're gonna go into combat, they drink one before they start the fight. Because then if they get messed up, their wounds just start healing in the middle of the fight. Which is hella convenient. Alright, we are almost done these walls. This has slowed me down. I should have really waited to do this. My impatience got the better of me. Who leads maybe an interesting day? Toll Panzer? I don't know what you do in the run of a day. I feel like you spend a lot of time dealing with the animals. But I'm curious to see what that's like. He gets up, he eats some fried eggs that he had in his pocket. Grabs some trousers to throw into the storehouse. If we're going to slaughter a cow. He hops the fence instead of taking the gate and the nicely paved roads, but it's also because this cow is in a very difficult to reach position. In fact, it's in the most difficult to reach position it possibly could be. What a jerk. He then has to drag that giant heavy cow all the way back home. Delicious pocket eggs. So tasty. He puts it down, grabs a piece of meat from the butcher shop, and then is like, all right, time to go work on the dogs. Who wants a treat? These dogs want treats. Try to teach the dogs all how to haul. Teach the trolls how to not murder us, I guess. This troll does not seem to be paying great attention. Tameness, okay. And then he goes over to Dr. Troll. Oops. Happy clicking noises. I'm just going to have him call a trade caravan because I feel like we probably should do that. And then he's off to go talk to Yan, teach a lesson at the palace. Sloth is berserk. He's going to get beat up by the other prisoners. Yan is here, and Troll Panzer says, it's dark, just like each and every day of my life. This is how you take care of a bow. He's teaching him archery. Oh, that's actually pretty good. I mean, Yan doesn't really do much archery. He mostly hits things with this giant thing. I was like, I'm hearing a bow be fired. Interrupting my day following Toll Panzer around. Like that Blairy tried to show up and give people food. Eat some soup. Ate some eggs. My god. They're living the dream, these guys. Teaches Yan how to aim a short bow. Yan's jaw is still like pretty messed up. But this is good. He actually has a passion for archery. So this is one of the good things he could learn. Damn, dude. Yan's Herbalore is at 8 already. And we got a Ruin Explorer. Kin of Cassie, Grand Aunt of Blairel, the Aunt of Bones, the once removed cousin of Cassie, and the Aunt of Sloth. After that, it's back to the farm where Tolpanzer will slaughter a horse. Will he take the path? No, he's going to take all of the doors. Blue Viral is making masterwork stuff in the storage lockers. Horsey down. I mean, I appreciate that we have someone who just like comes up here and kills the animals to bring them down to Blander. I do really wish he would use the gates. And then he's back training Hematrolls. Is that trader here? It is. I do need to ensure that they are traded with. In fact, Tolpanzer, you're the one who should be trading with them, seeing as you are my trade. What is it called? A prosperous vendor? He greets the new people in town and comes over here. Now these guys have all sorts of weird stuff. A treatise on animals. I would like that. It's a book. They also have cool stuff like ancient golden chalices and ruby dice. And golden dice. I think I'm going to just buy all of those. Ooh, no, they're really expensive. Ring of Haste. Oh, that's super useful. And a Ring of Holding. Ooh, this would be actually pretty good for our boy here, Tolpanzer. I am going to buy this book because we're desperate for books. Oh, no, sorry. I'm not going to buy this book. This is a magic book. It only works one time. We could buy a Mega Cockerel. Or some rainbow slimes for the forest. I don't think I'm going to do either of that, though. Megatardy and Angora Rabbit. Oh. A small domesticated rabbit that has developed an ability to enhance the neural heat dissipation of anyone they bond with. Unfortunately, as a side effect, if the bonded master of the Angora Rabbit dies, the rabbit will also die. As long as the Angora Rabbit is bonded to a colonist, this colonist will receive a psychic connection that helps with neural heat dissipation. I could give, like, Yan a pet rabbit that lives in the Guaranland forest. I'm going to do that. Silver bowls, gold skulls. I think I want to buy one of each of these. And I think I do want to buy this Ring of Haste. Some of this stuff I can make cool shelves with, which is why I'm buying it. Oh, that's so much stuff. Oh, that's so much stuff. Where are they going to put it all? Doop. Doop. The real question is, where are they going to put the ring? That's the ring right there. Kagoo! He's going to put it in the jeweler's shop. That does make sense, but unfortunately... Oh, right, because it's a Ring of Haste. I was going to say other jewelry stuff gets just like sold here. We have unlocked Kagoo, who is insanely good at crafting and cooking, a carefree hermit and a forester, and an intellectual. Good gravy, Miss Daisy. You are not a mage. But let's get your everything queued up here. 4, 4, 5. You're not going to do childcare. You don't seem to be very good at it. You're a good cook. You're good at growing. You're good at... man, you're really good at, like, crafting. You could be the jeweler. You know what? I think that's what I'll do. Oh, you're also good at writing. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to get this house down here in the trade district for sure. And then we're going to have to see what you get set up with. You're pretty messed up from getting shot in the lungs. You are chaotic evil. Relies mostly on her feelings. She's a wimp and she's delicate. I love that she's also a rebel, so I cannot get her to forcibly do things. This is cool. One of our dogs hunted a turkey and brought it back. She'll equip a bunch of stuff. All right, we got skulls. We got... What am I missing here? I need rubies for that. I need silver chalices for the sapphire thing. Or a book. Damn, all of the shelves I wanted to do, I actually don't have enough stuff for. So that's fine. We do have a cool gold skull, which I'm obviously going to put on that table. And a silver bowl. Which... I think I'll put right there. Might be good if we made these dining tables. Panels and frames. I don't know if they need to be dining tables, if that will really do much for us, but I'm going to give it a shot. We do have another marble sculpture, which I'm going to put in here. Because Blairy is always having a hissy fit, so they could probably use a slightly better room. Now, panels and frames, panels and frames. What are you under? Structure? Yes. Curved panels, curved panel corners. So these are like little, like, I can almost like put edges on the roads with this stuff if I wanted. But we also get door frames, which are really great. Common door frame, simple door frame, tech door frame. I'm going to put these on everywhere. Say goodbye to the rest of our wood. Everybody's getting door frames. At least the main door into every house is going to get a door frame. I guess you could have two. And you actually have this weird wood frame here, but this would look nicer. Oh, these are going to have to be made out of granite. Which I don't have. Because we're mining ore. I mean, I appreciate mining ore, but clearly there are other things that I need because this isn't getting finished anymore either. Tell me these are made out of timber. They are. We're actually kind of low on timber. It's almost like I do this to myself over and over again. So close. I like that the water is actually connecting, at least now. Like this river goes the whole way across. I also love that they've put a bunch of cobwebs on the bridge, the spiders. It's the little things, you know? I think I'm going to move some of these traps out a bit. Idea being more fill this space. Here I'm okay with where they are because this is like the little grass patch that we will also be bramble vining if anyone ever attacks. Cassie's grand aunt and an aunt of Blairel, aunt of Kagoo. Okay, Kagoo, you are definitely not allowed to wield the steel heavy halberd. You who is incapable of participating in any kind of combat whatsoever. Recreation deprived. My dude, you've got horseshoes, you've got cup and dice. You really need me to send someone in here, do you? Okay, I guess so. This guy's making an animal handling book. This is not a good idea. What is he good at? Crafting. Let's make a crafting book. Blairel's gonna have to beat this guy down with an axe or a bow. This could go bad. He might actually die here. Not if he gets beaten with the bow. He should be fine. I say, though he's doing an exceptional amount of damage to Blairy. Oh no! Don't do whatever I just told you to do. Capture him. Thank you. All right, so now this guy's working on a crafting book, which is actually awesome because then my crafters can read that during the in-betweens. These guys are leaving with their giant cock and their big tardigrades and their dirty slimes. They're having a bit of a hard time figuring it out, but they'll get there. There's a cave bear on my castle walls. This is probably going to be a problem. Rules check. I think we're going good on the rules. I really want to fill this in. Cock's not just massive, it's a mega cock. It is a mega cock. That is its factual name. Adopt the cave bear. I mean, I'm not going to kill him until he does something stupid. This is kind of my policy, which I often regret. But what's life without a little adventure? He's going to go for Blander. Or this dog, maybe. I mean, we have a lot of dogs running around right now, so. A music trader. Ooh, we might be able to get a new spell for Blairy. No, for Blairal. Kagu? I know, I gave you a room. Yeah, okay. Viral Blairal. Phelan. I love how well this has been working out. It's been such a little thing, but I've really enjoyed seeing it. And like, people are constantly using all parts of this. Melodic Sonata. And War Call. Well, obviously War Call I'm going to want. I love that I can't tell what they do. So I'm going to have to buy them both. Oh, I'm gonna need money. Sell all this awful mead. Still. You're gonna be expensive. Flake, I don't know how I got a hold of. Ambrosia, I can sell. Rainbow globs, I can sell. This queen I can sell. It doesn't do anything. $1,300. I mean, I'd really rather not pay anything at all here, even if it means we're selling most of our booze. It was a good deal. Oh, I love this. Chocolate Mousse praying at the statue so he can work on his mending. Just good. He'll get a bunch of magic back, and then we can use him to mend up this steel plate for Turgi, who's currently just strapped in some light lamelaire. We got 2 new songs. Read. Read. I love that our bird is finally getting music. That's 3 songs we have now. Ooh, I could also do something like bring her down here and cast Melodic Hymn so that he meditates faster. I should try to remember that. Because she won't do it on her own. We're out of herbals. Just like always out of herbal medicine. Sloth is converted and we'll start recruiting. 17 resistance. That sounds like a job for a word of trust. You asleep? Incapacitated, feeling unhappy. Okay. Why can't I do that on him? A lot of our meat is going bad here. I can't really do anything about that, but it means that we have like an excess of meat, which is good. Yeah, we should be putting it in the drying rack, which clearly we are doing, just slowly. The wall protector. I'd love to know what he's been eating. Hopefully not my baby fungal trolls. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I forgot about this. So, Cassie's handle skill has not been a priority. Handle animal. So she hasn't been training her dragon. So now her dragon is wild again. Her dragon is also stuck in this stable I could starve her dragon. Missing 86 vegetarian. What if we did a week? No. I don't have enough vegetables to do a dragon ritual right now. So I might just let this dragon starve. Otherwise, this dragon's just going to kick open the door and kill whoever it wants. Oh my god, I've been like aging this dragon too, using all of our draconic ambrosia. Yeesh, not good. Blairal, you got some new songs. What do they do? A foreboding war song to rally nearby pawns. Pawns in range of this tune will have their accuracy and power boosted. Meditate faster, and anyone who hears this song will feel uplifted for a while. She's all like, do re mi. Plus 10. Not a very long. I guess what I can do though is like before a combat starts, I could have her sit on the walls casting that until people come into range and then switch to the war cry. Yeesh. I can't believe we whiffed the dragon. All I had to do is unclick her as the handler. Tolpanzer would have been fine. Tolpanzer is just as good, if not a better handler. Nice. And Chocolate has leveled up. I think he's been here praying all day. We can make a golem. Rock golem is capable of simple chores. Breaking the crystal allows the blah, 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 blah. The steel golem follows the caster and defends them from harm. I want simple chores. I mean, I kind of want both, TBH, but... Choco, where are you? Oh, cool. He has to actually cast it on a piece of rock. I mean, let's make it marble. It doesn't need to be sturdy. It's not going into combat. It does need to be pretty. I'm feeling groovy. Oh, it's so cute. What does it do? It just hauls. No pain sensitivity. It's so funny. It's such this like tiny little guy. I guess it's allowed to go anywhere, which I'm fine with. It counts as an animal. So I'm curious if it's going to be allowed to put things on shelves. I'm going to say no. It is not, yeah. Interesting. Interesting. All right, we got some nice new rugs coming out. Let's put them in the Noble District. 26% food. Is that dragon gonna kill everybody? I think probably. Scared me. I heard this happening and I was like, oh god, is the dragon breaking out? The Industrious Dinner is coming up soon, which is our big feast festival. Festival of Feastings. Okay, putting these beds at $20 seems like they get rented out way more. Oh, sorry, none of these are on guests right now. What a fool am I? Again, this guy's going berserk. Can you go in there and fight Sloth? This guy could actually probably put down this. I'm a little bit worried because he's got the pole hammer. And the pole hammer killed our last dudes. You're just gonna sit there? Okay, thanks. Then he was like, I'm not gonna fight back. Why bother? Smoked meat, bread, cheese, booze. I mean, we certainly have our diet. Okay, they've cleared up this. We have 53 slate. I think I'm going to use limestone for the flooring in here. I'll probably do something similar to this. Cobblestone? Yeah, let's do that. We'll do limestone cobblestone. We got enough for that. A yak has self-tamed. Key. And the Shining Company has left us a gift of 163 gold. I did not see whether or not they enjoyed their stay. Hopefully they did.
Almost a full year. See you next month.
DJ, thank you for 11 months, dude. Almost. We getting there. You get that fancy suit and tie. Much appreciated, dude. Thank you so much. This is a mess. This is a mess. All right, he's down here praying. He really needs mana. I want to know if I take Blairal, who's having a sauna and love and life. Hey. Can we come out here and can we do the melodic hymn? All right, that's enough sauna. Both bathtubs in use. That's always good to see. Boy, that's not fast. I was hoping maybe that would speed it up substantially more, but I think this is more of a, like, if you have a bunch of people probably around an animus tree trying to unlock like tribal psychic casting. I think that's more what that's designed for. Turk's got Call Mercenaries up. It's been, yeah. It's been a few seasons. It's been over 100 days since we've had an actual raid. Which cannot possibly be correct. And I really want to switch the storyteller over. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wait until... Because we've been accepting quests that like attack us to make up for the fact that we haven't been getting raided. So I think what I'm just going to end up doing is on like epilogue day, I will probably swap the storyteller over to something like get rated all the time. And we'll see how we end up with it. Oh boy, this is slow. Looks like a lot of stuff's been cut down here and not replanted. Oh, interesting. It has never occurred to me that these stumps will like not get cleared if I don't have harvesting on. If I don't have cutting on, they won't clear stumps. Conversion. Dr. Sean tried to convince Wyatt and has successfully turned them away. Now they believe in the Nuchidian Creed. We still need to cast Word of Trust on this guy. But he is always asleep. We're incapacitated. Which is funny, because clearly we're able to talk with him. But I guess we gotta wait till he's out of bed or something. Alright, so this is cool. We're seeing the crafting books actually get built. Dr. Sean's shooting book and the unfinished crafting book by Kagoo. Hungry, hungry dragon. You're only gonna get hungry, hungry, hungrier. Unless this lentil field is ready to harvest. Because I need a massive amount of vegetables to do this. I think I'm just gonna let them starve. It's just awful because of how useful this dragon has been. Every single time we get like a big monster fight us, and we can just like draft the dragon and have it fly over. I really can't believe that we messed this up so bad. Even though it is like an extremely overpowered thing. There's no doubt about how overpowered it is. Boop, 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 boop. Playing leather conga. Well, while you're down here, buddy, why don't you just work on a few of these? No? All right. How about just do that? Seems like it would be a waste of time otherwise, walking all the way down there. Yeah, it's the thing is like they need granite for this, they need wood for that. They don't really have enough of anything. So I'm just sending them all over the map. Nobody has harvested this ambrosia, which is... Yeah, and can you just do this quickly before bed, homie? Like, this stuff's all been ready to go for a while. The tree I really don't need you to do, but... Everything else it would rule if you just zoomed through. Look at the little stone golem is like, here, no problem. Let me grab that for you. I got it. Let me tuck that away. Lickety split. And a great question. We do have this, like, this crafting bench we can normally... Am I thinking of something different? I thought it was the medieval crafting bench that was... The cleaning bench is what I'm thinking of. Where you can clean and display loot. Well, you know what? That's not even started. So why don't we put a cleaning bench here? We don't have one of these. Anywhere? Yes, correct. And maybe I can put some candles or something stupid in there eventually. I think until our wax situation gets figured out, we're going to have a hard time. Yeah, and then I'm going to starve this dragon to death. Because the moment I open that door... Oh, no! Alright, my plan failed. The moment that dragon got hungry, he was like, this door is gotta go. Oh, no. Okay, so we're about to have something really, really bad happen. I thought maybe this might be the case. Let's move you away. Consuming bread. Oh, well, never mind. I didn't think about the fact that the dragon would just eat food that is around. That this dragon would just fill himself on as many loaves of bread that he could possibly eat. Dare I risk taming you again? It's a big gamble. I think probably the answer is not. How is my spider queen? Is she making babies? Egg progress is 80% and fertilized. All right, well, I guess the good news is that this dragon isn't going to necessarily kill anybody. He's just going to eat as much bread as he can get his fists on. And it turns out the answer to that is like quite a lot of bread. He says, being completely out of bread after this point. Ooh, wow, we like barely made it back to spring. Snow. Excuse me. My first horse trying to sneak away. Mental state, roaming. Slowly making its way to the edge of the map. Please save it. Please save it. Thank you. I can't believe how long it's taking to build a palisade. Chop it. Chop it all down. I don't care if the wood is grown. I was a little worried about this. They're doing the inner walls before the outer walls. I knew I should have waited. In fact, I'm going to do that. It's liable to screw things up. But I guess we'll see. Chocolate. How are you feeling on the mana front? Not great, but okay. You think you could work on this armor? 49. That's one away. It's almost made sense. We have a golden skull. I love this. In Turk's bedroom. And a silver bowl now. In the middle of the dining hall. I do like being able to decorate stuff like that. Kego was pleased. Do you get bonuses for writing a book? Dreamt about flamingo invasion. Yeah, man. The world got invaded by flamingos. The flamingos had Kevlar helmets, assault rifles, demonic red eyes, and they were sometimes doing drill movements. He's in darkness, which he doesn't love, and that's slowing him down a lot. And it's slowing him down because there's no beeswax. Because it's raining. We have lentils again. Oh, we did it. Oh, okay. We're gonna try this then. Cassie, I need you to grab some apples. Head on down and try to get your dragon back. You're the most likely to survive this encounter if it goes wrong, so... %. Oh, that is not a good. That is a very, very, very low percent. All right, cool. A bunch of the trees are also flagged up for cutting. So we should start getting wood coming back in. I guess now that it's spring and now that it's like warm enough in spring, everything is growing again. We just gotta be patient. Which is not my forte. Cute. 123 orders. It's time for the industrious dinner. Hell yeah. Let's go. We're gonna hold it at this center table. And everyone's involved. We got meat. We got bread. We got not really a lot else going on. But this is going to be the biggest festival we have ever had to date. The joys of ideological celebration. The correct thinking, believing in the Nuchidian Creed, which is what he believes in. And everyone's like, wow, rude. And then Cassie and Newton start duking it out. Newton must have said... Yeah, Newton was like, can you go die, Cassie? Great. Thanks for interrupting the dimmer, you dingerses. Fergus still giving his speech. Everyone is extremely chatty right now, which is amazing. They're also trying to convert everybody. I'm truly ravenous. Well, the dinner is about to start. You just have to stop your speech. Which I'm not sure if it's glitched out. It has. Newton. No! Oh, it's screwed up. I think because Newton started a social fight, but maybe it's because I picked a table that was too far away from the food or something. Should I cancel it? I know it's 2 in the morning. We're going to go up here. We're going to try this again. See, like the street lights are going out. There we go. Now everybody's gonna go eat and drink. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so we just have to do it close to the food, I guess. Or not have a fight break out in the middle of the speech. Awesome. So that's gonna boost everybody's moods a ton. Cassie actually is bleeding in the stomach. Newton punched her so hard. Rude dude. And then look at this, our little stone guys picking up all the lentils. Lovely to see. We have soup cooking, but no fuel. We do have coal chunks available. This is being rained on even though there's a roof over it, which is a little strange. I think it worked like that. Oh, it must though, because there's roof on this as well. Oh yeah, we're basically out of timber. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. Mr. Dragon got hungry. Oh, this guy has 7 ranks in hauling. Everyone participating in the ritual gains +5 mood. It was good. Everyone enjoyed it. We got 2 development points. Everyone's going to go run off to bed where they're going to sleep for like 3 hours before they're forced to start the next work day. We might end up with some bad mental breaks today. Cassie needs healing. Larry's on the case. How are you starving? You just came from a festival where everybody just did nothing but eat the entire time. God damn. The two-handed hammer is doing good damage. Realizing like we're not even making anything anymore because I don't think we have enough. I have enough like orcalium to keep making things. But unless I'm making hammers. And that orcalium is so rare that I kind of don't want to use it. Unless I'm like really ready to use it. You were starving and you had apples and bread on you. Oh my God, Cassie, you're such a baby. I can't reach into my own pocket to eat these apples and bread. I'd rather starve. Failed. Well, we'll keep trying it. I'm also reminded I actually need to do this and this. That wall is not meant to be there anymore. Which means we can remove that limestone. Open that up a little bit. Printing. Build a printing press. Can be used to print copies of books. Well, it makes a lot of sense if this goes in here. That being said, is it something we want to do right now? Maybe. I feel like I really need to add like a marble hearth in here so that they can at least get some light. I don't know. Oh, we made this bunny rabbit and then we didn't bind it to anybody. None of these people are I guess Phelan is a barbarian. Gore rabbit. You know what? I'm just going to let it do its thing right now. We have an Imperial Animal Trader from the Brown Empire. So these are the guys who bring all the unique things. What are you riding? A Stymphian bird. Group of voracious birds in Greek mythology. Man-eating birds with beaks of bronze, metallic feathers that they could launch at victims, and poisonous dung. The sixth labor of Heracles. They fly over terrain, ignoring movement costs, and can use sharp ranged attacks. Yo, if I can buy that, I for sure will. Also coming in here with royal tigers. I suspect Turg is the one who's going to have this conversation, because I don't think anybody else can trade. Yeah, they don't have the titles. Really wish people would not cut through the hospital and the temple. Like, there's a perfectly good road right here. But alas. I also kind of wish that our candles didn't have to be refueled. It'd be a lot nicer if we just had lights on in the colony. I got this guy digging coal all the livelong day, and I'm realizing I don't think it's enough. I'm going to bump it to 500 so that he can fill 2 barrels. Because he's... I keep seeing this barrel empty more often than not. And I'm just going to put this at 15. 14. Toll Panzer can try as well. If he has better success, why not? Ooh. Oh, look how many carpets we have. Yes. Rugs for everybody. Rugs, rugs, rugs. Rugs, Cindy. Meow. Yeah. We love rugs. You have enough room for a little rug right there. Why don't we give you one? Y'all have rugs. We have another one of these giant deer rugs as well. Oh, you know what? We should do it like that. It doesn't look so good in here, but it would look really good if I had the 2 of these facing inwards in the throne room. I love that. Okay, let's do that for sure. Meow. Turg is not good at trading. Not willing to trade the Stymphian bird. He's pheasants. And he's royal tigers. I could sell you this Angora rabbit, but I think I'll just leave it. Yeah, you know what? Let's sell it. At least then we get the bonus. That's like plus from trading. Okay. All these rare thrombos wandering around. I need people cutting trees first thing in the morning. I'm going to go... Who is my best like tree cutter? Bubs. My boy Bubba. We're going to follow you for a day. Bubba the fire mage who hates trees. Who loves cutting down trees. Who I think we also have harvesting? Yeah. This is a good choice. Let's watch him in the morning and see what he does. Cindy, you want to say hi to everybody? You're meowing at me a bunch. Come on. Come say hi. Come up here. Yeah, come on up. Come on. Kitty cat, come here. A work site, hunting work site, if we need food. Hello. And a Cindy work site in the meantime. Straight to the oak trees. That's what I want to see. I should probably set it so all the fireplaces don't use wood. Like they only use coal. Just because of how much quicker it is for us to get. It's just that the wood, you know, we have these little like wood storages next to everybody's fireplace. And it's so convenient. Especially with trees all over town. They just like fill up everything. Alright, let's say hi to everyone. Yeah. Hello. Yow. What do you think? Do you like watching Bubba and the spiders? The dogs and the fishing villages? She's like, yeah, I'm not interested. That hyena pelt is sick. It is, isn't it? It's a good look. He's off to his meditation hour now that he's cut down a few trees. Goes back home. Tries to level up his pyromancy. Cindy does this cute little thing where she like wraps her paw around my arm. Just ever so gently digs in her nails. Just like a squeeze to say like, I like you. Also, I'm scared. You want to go down? You were very well behaved. Thank you. Uh-oh. Bubba. Bubba. Of course, it's like while I'm watching him that he decides now is the time to do this. I mean, thankfully it's raining, so these fires can't really get out of control. Nice, and a new recruit. When you recruited Wyatt, you learned that he is a slow learner, a mad surgeon, a perfectionist. They produce better quality products at the expense of time. However, making a low quality product will upset them. They may very rarely quit a project mid-attempt if they don't like the direction it's going, or a sweepy head. I have no idea what Wyatt's bonuses are towards. 65% work speed sucks, though. I'm gonna let them be a sleepyhead. What are you good at? Herbalore, crafting, animal handling. Oh, you're great. You're not very good at combat, which is disappointing. Here you are. But you are good at growing and plant cutting. You know what? I'm actually going to put you on 6 for that. I'm gonna. So you can fish, is what you can do. I want you to mine, to grow, to plant cut. I'm actually going to put plant cut on a 4 right now because I'm in need of it, upgraded. But then you can grow, you can plant cut, you can handle animals, and then you can fish when that's said and done. I got to keep an eye on this nut job over here. Please don't light the marble walls on fire, Bubba. out of control. He's a sleepy farmer. I mean, that sounds right. I'd definitely rather him sleep in than... are you done? Yes. I'd much rather him sleep in than be 65% slower at cutting trees. Oh, it's good to see all the wood coming up, though. I think what I'm going to have to do over here is probably put a little box. Like a crate. And I'm going to fill this crate with meat. Or bread. But I think meat, because we seem to be really struggling on the bread front lately. I actually think we're making too much booze. That's the problem. Cheese. Looks like a lot of awful cheese. Why is there awful cheese again? God damn it, man. It's so hard to get rid of this cheese. Meow, 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 meow. At least I can force the awful cheese to be stored down here in the marketplace, where it's more likely to be sold automatically or eaten by animals, which is I'm fine with. Trying to make awful meat as well. Yeah, we got lots of raw meat. We just need to be putting it into places. That's all. My last game, the cheese presses kept breaking and resetting their quality ratings every time you load it. Yeah, so I'm having that problem as well. All the universal fermenter stuff, the pressers and the mead barrels. It, weirdly enough, doesn't do it constantly, but it does do it fairly frequently. Bobby, you're in my way, buddy. And... Chocolate, I know you're trying to go to bed. Which is confusing because it is not rest o'clock. Oh, you're out of mana. Okay. So this armor's back up to 68%. I think we can put this back on Turg. I love that he's like, I'm going to relax socially in my fancy dining room all by myself. Love making cheese, though. Swear the cheese stack count nutrition yield is balanced strong when merging medieval overhaul and vanilla expanded. I'm also pretty much sure. I would agree with you very strongly. Ooh, my giant spiders are successfully hunting muffalos. Correction, my giant spiders are hunting muffalos. Whether or not it is successful is TBD. Looks pretty good, though. Are you gonna spin it and then put it somewhere? You are. Can I reinstall this cocoon in my... Here we go. I'll put it back there. That's what I want. That's what I'm looking for. A little spider home behind the temple. Behind the spider temple. Larry's in a bad mood. How is Cassie's taming of that dragon going? Looks like it is not. Is it because she... No, it's because it fell asleep. Also, hello. 50 cheese at a time when it only stacks the 10 makes for inventory hell. We've had a lot of problem where they're also like not putting stuff in these most of the time. 70%, 30%. Wonder if I shouldn't just be making normal. My game, 100 milk loaded into a press produced 50 cheese. Each cheese had 0.15 nutrition. The cheese stacked only to 10. Gross. Very gross. The one thing is, like, good cheese gives you a huge mood buff as well. Like, that's the main reason I'm making cheese, is it's not for nutritional value, it's for a delicacy. Because if people eat it, they get like a plus 15 for good cheese. Adherents of Lulth. Yeah, well, so our temple has always been shaped like a spider and made out of spider chitin. And actually, the first spider we captured, who knows where they are. But we have a female spider producing babies named Lulth. There she is. She should be dropping that egg. Oh, she made an egg. Oh, that means there's an extra spider on the map somewhere. Yeah, there is. You're the one who fought that Muffalo, weren't you? You were. Wait. That's not you. You're 2 years old and you're a male. We had you before. Did you lay an egg? And I don't know where it is? That's a goose egg. Spices, herbs. Oh, I don't like this. Eggs. Giant spider egg. Egg sacs filled with baby giant spiders. Somewhere on this map is a mystery. I don't know where it is. I don't have my find mod on that just lets me find things. Somewhere on this map is a sack full of spider eggs. All right, you gotta knock this off. I mean, I appreciate you at least eating the puppy, but this is becoming expensive. I think I might banish you. I could just sustain you, but that's expensive. It's fair remood, but honest, I just had way too much milk and thought making cheese could use some of it up, only to end up with 2 times as many stacks of stuff in your cellar. Oh, you're saying the cheese was making like 100 milk to 50 cheese. Oh, only stacked at 10. I see. I see. Yeah. The milk definitely stacks in bigger chunks in 75s. The good news is, like, you can, depending on the type of cheese you make, it can go pretty quick. Like, if you focus on making awful cheese, you'll burn through your milk supply very fast. That's what happened to us early on. And then we ended up with, like, so much awful cheese. It was terrible. Like somebody to bring that cocoon up. What are you doing? All right, let's go. Tame this dragon. This is your last chance. If you fail at this, I'm going to banish this dragon. Give it some apples. It's eaten 2 of our dogs and a significant amount of our bread. All right, it's gone. Get out of here. See you later, dweebs. Meow. Boop. I just can't deal with that being around the base. Think my colony would have drowned in awful cheese if he tried it. Yeah, we had to, we loaded up a couple of trade caravans that we tried to get out of town and sell off as much of the awful cheese as we could, which was not the most successful. These hayfields are not planted. What's going on with our grow boys? All right, hold on. I haven't put badges on any of these people. Fellow Brave. Also, none of your jobs are set up properly, which has got me very confused. Yeah, weird. Cooking. You are okay at animal handling. You're also... No, you're really bad at herbalore. Your main job is to smash things and be the commander. So you actually get the commander badge, annoyingly. This guy gets a hauling badge. No, actually, sorry. This guy gets the cleaning badge. That's hauling. That's cleaning. And you get the hauling badge. And Kagoo. You're technically a writer, but I don't think there's a badge for writing. So I'm just going to give you a crafting badge. That feels like the next best thing. Now, you're the electromancer. We're working on you. You spend a lot of your time asleep. Yeah, these guys are all non-combat, which is brutal. I probably should be setting up like alternative outfits. Yeah, and because he's so wounded, he can't get out of bed, so I can't use Word of Trust on him. I am very curious where that egg sack is. Like, very, very, very curious where that egg sack is. Again, we're completely loaded up on hemogen here with no way to get rid of it. There was the thought about putting some more signs in the place. Not for 130 timber. I cannot do that. It's too much. This is getting done. Our boy Bubba. He's out here chopping trees. He's working hard. The trees need to be moved. We got a lot of places to put them. And this is one of the big problems. I'm really low on timber right now. So all of the trees that I am getting are being turned to timber. But the outer chunk of this is finished. Which means they only need to do the intersection. And then I can start queuing up all the tents. Which, I don't know, I maybe don't need to wait for, but I probably should. Harp is finished. What do you fall under? Recreation? Ideology? Miscellaneous? Meow, 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 meow. I don't know. I should put an animal bunker spot in here. Great question. Where is the harp? Not listed. Do I have to make it at a bench? Maybe. It wouldn't surprise me. Nope. Clean ancient golden chalice. We do have ancient golden chalice. Yeah, we have one of these. So we can do this job. Clean silver bowl. Yeah, okay, so that'll turn that chalice into like an installable prop that we can put like on this table, for example. Give Turg a golden chalice to drink from. That feels suited. All right, we're back on fine meals, lentils, onions, pumpkins. In fact, I think I can probably turn off fine meals. Or simple meals. Yeah, we only have one prisoner left and he's almost recruited and there's like 21 simple meals there, so I'm going to leave that be. Oh boy. A manticore is in the butcher's shop. All right. That makes sense. He might be hungry. I literally cannot believe that this is taking me all day to build one set of palisades because we've been so desperate on wood. I thought I was going to be able to get all of this built today. Getting distracted by dragons and prisoners and new schedules, and speaking of, this probably needs to be expanded quite a bit. Lost catacombs, a legendary Viking grave. Get some cryo equipment. I'd love to, but I just feel such a focus. Such a deep focus on trying to get everything done here. None of this has been replanted. It's because I got these guys on cut like crazy. That's why. All right. I mean, there's wood around right now. They've done a lot of cutting. Ancient golden chalice. Install. Yeah, let's put it there. And then visitors from the Eastern Republic. Quite a few of them. Hopefully they will. We dropped the price of all the rooms at the inn down to $20. And I'm hoping that means that we see more people actually renting out inn rooms. They still have to like decide where they want to go, which is almost always Turg's bedroom for some reason. Okay, no, they have to come in here into the printing press room. Copy a book with the fewest copies. Print newspaper. Requires 10 wood. I think I'm just gonna leave that. That's crazy. This is Vanilla Books Expanded, but the textures on it are really bad. It doesn't have like the same. Yeah, it's like these inner lines are not thick enough width, so they stand out compared to everything else, or they're not like blended in the same way. I mean, these bookcases also stick out a bit, but you know, that's what it is. It's everybody else just uses blended textures, so they'd make this a different color, and then this like a slightly darker color, and then they wouldn't have any black line between them, like this here. But I am not in control of these things. We got wood coming in. Flu Viral is working on it. They're hustling hard, hurrying. Turg is working on his bougie ass throne room. Oh, it looks so good with the deer rugs. I would not have guessed this. Oh man, now I feel like we need other things in here. Like marble gargoyles. I did want to build more of these like ruined columns as well. Hops is rotting away. Wow. Just bananas because we don't have any ale being brewed. That is honestly a real shame. Oh, no, wait. Hops is only for wort. Oh, yeah. We always... I could probably lower this hop field. Put in some cabbages. It's not many, but it's just a little bit. Just a little diversity of flavor, you know? So close. All right, I'm going to start lining up tents. So these classical tents are tiny. They're 2x1, so I'm definitely not going to use them. Oh, these ones take wood. I see the problem. Well, I guess it is what it is. It's gonna be like the soldiers' campground. This does mean I need to expand some of these paths a little bit more. That was gonna go like that, and then this one. Like this, I think. And then I'm probably going to do a little farm path up this way. Just like that for now, because I've just still got to figure out this zone. I think I will probably have a little path here as well, so I'm actually going to move this down one. And then this will weave down here to the shrine and to the entrance of this building, which I am not entirely certain where it's going to be. I think here. Kind of two different pathways. This all has to be replaced with stone would be ideal since it's outside the city walls, but I don't know how well that's going to happen. And then I want to like dirt this entire zone. That's also going to be extremely time consuming. So we'll figure it out. Gravel paths, light dirt, regular dirt. And then tundra path, which is even lighter. Down here is going to be a fighting pit. I'm gonna go 6x6. With that around. And a little pathway into there. And then all of this is going to end up being grow zone. That I'm not entirely interested in queuing up yet. I suppose I could just put it on low and then let it do its thing. We have pine trees in the northwest, northeast. In the northwest, we have birch trees. So I think I'll do maybe oak down here. Poplar. Less useful material than hardwood trees. Grows in half the time. Oak trees make more but take longer to grow, so I guess this is really far away from town though. It's all far away from town. What do I care? We'll leave it be. No cutting, smart, low. And then we're going to build a bunch more tents also down here. I wanted to build some other styles of tents as well, not just... I think we're going to have a couple of teepees, I think. And then hopefully... Oh, those are cloth teepees. Whoops. Linen teepees. We have a lot of linen, which is why I'm using it. And then we have these fancy big Viking tents. Whoop. A bulk goods trader. So this is kind of going to be like the officers' tents down here is the idea. I don't know that we'll ever have this many people staying. Most of these are going to end up as like guest rooms right now. Like $0 guest rooms. But it's just an attempt to like fill out the space, right? What would realistically exist in one of these cities is something like a big army camp down here that would also like give room for potentially refugees or whoever else is like staying with us. We have a caravan bulk goods trader. Let's have Toll Panzer deal with them in the morning when he wakes up in a couple of minutes. If we could get some of these paths done. The walls are finished. So we got that going for us, at least. I thought about putting like a little blacksmith's tent down here too. I might still do that. We could buy a hen and a rooster. I might just do that just for fun. Honeycombs, demigriffs, yada, 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 yada. What would you like to buy? Elephant leather. I don't need that. Thick leather. I don't know where we got that from. Or wolf skin. Yeah. We haven't seen sanguine deer for a long time, so I think I'm just going to sell that. Even though it's nice and black. You know what? I'm going to keep it in case we get a vampire. Alpaca wool I can sell. Do we have an alpaca? I thought we killed our alpaca. Milk. Let's sell off like 400 of that. Is there anything they have that I want to buy, actually? Because I'm already past capacity. Griffin berries. I guess I could buy their dye. I could buy their wood. And their timber. And I could sell them like 500 dried meat. I could sell them like 400 dried meat. I could sell them like 350 dried meat. Yeah, I was pretty close. Get them for every penny. I love that because we're traders, we're actually starting to make like decent money, decent relationship upgrades from trading all the time. Kind of feels like one of these should be in here. So many little decoration jobs now that I'm starting to be like, ooh, well, I could do this. Ooh, well, I could do that. Ooh, maybe it'd be nice if we added this thing in. And they are never endless. Black powder military bases. I keep also forgetting that I can make handguns. Handy ganies. I'd like to make one of them. I need iron. All right, well. Don't get your hopes up. I think it's what I would like to say to that. Our poor digging boy. He just digs for coal all day long. 13 mining. We're going to be able to get him specialized pretty soon. All right. Turg is there. Flew viral. Where are you? Hauling wood to tents. Going into people's houses to get wood. Oh, this should be good, though. They're going to have to cut down a bunch of these trees. And in doing so, we'll get wood to make these tents. That needs more granite, which we don't have because we're too busy digging up coal. Sadly, that tracks. I'm going to put the knife to that porcupine. Originally, I was like, porcupine, no problem. But then I remembered that you have to keep taming the porcupine for him to stay. And that is big problem. That is mucho problemos. Basic swords we've unlocked. Rabbit, yo, what's up? Welcome. Welcome. I would like to maybe add a little bit of road to the actual road here. But what am I made of road? Give me a break. German Shepherd needs treatment. It got beaten trying to eat a yak. Fair. Fair game. The further everything gets, it's just like it takes so much longer for people to get all the way down, build a few things, and then come like all the way back up to be like, nope, time to eat. How's medieval organ harvesting going? Oddly enough, no organs. We've been a very kind village. To be fair about that porcupine issue, it does mean more training. Yeah, and I mean, we already have a plethora of trolls and other impossible to train monsters that have been giving us issues. Well, at least the road gets cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, we've been a pretty kind colony. Friend to all kinds of strangers. Visitors from the Magical Academy. This is a lot of visitors, yo. What are they wearing? What is this cool cape? Camel wool simple cape with a draped hood. Linen cloak. I guess orange is Magical Academy's colors. What are these guys rocking? Books. Hate Owner, an amber enchanted grimoire. Cool. I would love to play like a very magical colony. I mean, we got a lot of magic going on right now, but only to a certain degree. You're 0.2. You're about to get converted. I do need more hats. Lamellairs. I'm really wondering if I shouldn't start making leather helmets. You know, we do have like magical leather. And some other weird things in here. I wonder if I couldn't... Like, what if I did like heavy troll pelt helmets? 40 leather, 40, 80, 120. I can make 3 of these. I'm gonna do that. Otherwise, I'm not really using that leather for anything in particular. Am I using Rim of Magic? No, I'm using... those guys come from... Rim Fantasy, I think is the name of the mod. Let me just look at their gear. Rim Fantasy Medieval Overhaul Edition. So they add in a bunch of magical stuff that you can eventually unlock, such as like, we're actually researching some of it, like arcane lighting, not blood weapons, arcane temperature regulation. So if you have like certain crystals on the map, you can actually like make magic fridges and stuff like that. It's just like a really high level tech for medieval. Like it's way down here in esoteric studies. I mean, I guess it's not, it depends on what you're researching. It's not that high if you go straight to magic, but... Corna, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the agency. Tomes are really cool. It's a terrible melee weapon, but makes side casting of magic considerably better. I mean, I'd like to have some of those. We don't really have... Like, we have Bubba, who is our, like, level 1 pyromancer. So he can throw fireballs. And if we get Sloth, he'll be able to... He's a electromancer. But otherwise, all of our casters are like, we have a paladin, a berserker, a commander, an artisan, and a bard, and a druid. So the druid also, I guess, could benefit from it. Druid who's taking his sweet arse time leveling up. You're artistic also. I didn't realize that, Yan. I'm gonna give you that statue to pray at. A couple of dudes having a sleep in the temple is not ideal when we have all these tents outside. What happened to... These are just full. Nobody has any money to stay in the inn. No? Most people are staying in the inn. It's just a lot of dudes. Larry. Sad she can't fly. Kind of a better L-Tech staff. Yeah, the book, yeah. And we've seen this mod also adds in like arcane staffs and stuff as well that do the same sort of thing. And I think the arcane staffs can actually shoot little like magic missiles. So they give you like a bit of an archery stat as well. I love this. This is one of my faves. Feast of Loic. We're not going to do that one. We could do a Revel of Blueprints. Maybe once we get Sloth. We are doing pretty good on booze. Good. Good. Please stop resetting. Might have to take a look at some point. TBH, I just stopped playing this game a while ago. I just get really frustrated about some things in the game. Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, there's always a bit of give and take. That's what mods are for. If there's things you don't like, mod them out. At least that's my policy. I don't love mechanoid clusters, so I'm like, let's get rid of them. Let's do a medieval playthrough. There is a lot in this colony now. We have expanded quite a bit. The full farm, the hay fields. Has this stuff been replanted? Not really. This worries me. I feel like our growers are not growing properly. Melodic elegy. What? A song that can raise the dead? I mean, they want me to kill an ancient dragon to get this, which is pretty much impossible. Not without a dragon of her own. Oh, it's not even far. That's like half a day's travel on horseback. I love that we have like all these monster dragon slaying quests. Never quests that I can do. I mean, I guess also I can't send people out to slay a dragon because if we send anybody outside the city, they get really cranky and just go on like super mental breaks because they effectively take -50 mood instantly. They had a decent time. They're leaving us a handful of sapphires. I wish people would leave us gems that aren't sapphires. I'll take it. Bones is working on the granite to finish the walls. Y'all are working on tents for guests. Masterwork tents. Everybody has a place to sleep now, hopefully. Sloth's resistance has been broken down. Recruitment attempts will begin. We're actually pretty good on timber. If I wanted to rebuild this out of wood. What I want to do here is I want to build a mess hall. So it's going to be like bread and smoked meat. Bread, smoked meat, and like booze probably. And then just like 2 big long tables. My rabbit has self-tamed. Not for long it hasn't. Ugh, I think I might have to make this out of wood. I think everything else is just too expensive for us to rebuild. Banner Arcane. Banner Doyle. Am I working on medieval props? Soon, but not soon enough. This is when things get wildly out of control and I just start decorating everything. Yeah, this is the banner I want. These look really nice. I'm actually surprised we're not researching things faster, but I guess Doc Sean has had his hand filled dealing with like the 7 prisoners that we had. Oh, look, even this is clean now. Masterwork tents for guests. The other cool thing about having all of these insane amount of tents around is it will cause, like, when guests show up, they'll start bringing, like, 20 people. And if, God forbid, we ever do get attacked, they're probably going to come in here and attack all the people in the tents first. Might have just been using Rim of Magic mixed with species mods I was using, causes numbers to bloat. Push over raids until 300 tribals show up to attack your CPU. Rimworld of Magic is like I found was really, really vicious for that. Like, I really like Rimworld of Magic. I think it's got some really cool classes and some really cool things that it does. Yeah, see, this is glitching out. He just came out here to cut a single blade of grass. And all I want them to do is plant hay grass out here. He did the exact same thing. He ate a single blade of grass. And then they're going inside to sow this, which I don't think we need to do anymore. I'm going to go ahead and actually say I'm going to cancel that zone. Here we go. I'd rather them actually sowing the farm fields. It's just that we have so much grass growing, and this is such a big pasture now that I don't think we need to really be doing stuff. Yeah, Rimworld of Magic though, like it's really cool, but it gets like wildly out of hand, and especially like when you end up having like 300 tribals face you with Rimworld of Magic, suddenly you also have like a whole ton of those tribals throwing fireballs and chain lightning and everything else. I really like what we have going, which is Vanilla Psycast expanded mixed with Samuel Streamer's RPG mod, so it like reflavors everything, and it just feels a little bit more natural. Everybody kind of like, you get your spells from arcane shards or from, you know, joining the Empire or whatever, and then they just slowly build it up over time. The more they use their spells, the more they have to meditate. The more they meditate, the more they level up. This dweeb has to get... Oh, he's good at melee. How nice. You get a real room, Sloth. That means... I mean, not a real room. You get a room in there. You're not really good at anything else. You are an electromancer, though. With bolt and chain bolt. Which is super cool. You can't cast chain bolt. But you can cast bolt. So I'll let you do that. You are, of course, very injured. Because you got beat to death. Beat within an inch of your life a few times in a row. And your jobs are going to be... I think you're on the farm patrol. Yep. You're joining the farmers. He's like, I'd really like to put on some pants. All I have is this lasso for some reason. Your favorite mod, Rimworld of Magic? Yeah, the issue with it is because of how pawn value works, mixed with how difficulty spikes between raids until a colonist dies. I always had several raids where I got raffle stomped until the whole colony got wiped. Yeah, that's very, very similar to the experience I had. Now, that being said, I'm having all sorts of problems with my mod list currently because I think because of Mercenaries Expanded, I'm not getting raids anymore. It's been a year and a half since our last actual raid, which has got me a little bit confused. But I also haven't really gone to do any of the things I need to fix that, because we're so close to the end, and I don't want to lose this colony minutes before everything is done. Oh, a bunch of our helmets got finished. Heavy Troll Pelt Leather Helm. We're using Medieval Maynard because he limits... Dude, where are you go? What is this pathing? Why would you be going down to this bridge? What is amazing is he chose to go all the way around to get there instead of cutting through here. So my palisade plan here should work. I got to reset him here. He's glitched out really bad on this tanning leather. All right, whatever. He needs a weapon. We don't have one. So I'm gonna make him a winged mace out of orcalium. But he just keeps picking up tanning leather, which he should be just bringing here. Yeah, okay. Other question for you, Remodelist, since you're using a similar one in my game. Have you had any luck getting the schematics for advanced research? Yes. Through 2 vendors. We have military mace and black powder, which is why I'm using so many maces. It's been pretty rare. I think it's only been the arcane traders and House Oswin or House Hess. House Doyle, maybe. One of the medieval overhaul houses, they'll sell it. So in theory, if I was to leave the map and go like down here, there's probably a decent chance they might sell it. I guess it would count as a building. I haven't been to enough other places to be able to really check in on them. But that's the only places I've had really like any luck. Oh my god, our moody grows. Oops. Oh no, what have I done? I'm sorry, that was a jam. An absolute banger. This poor guy, man. He's so beaten up and he's just trying to figure out like, how do I get an outfit on? Here we go though. Commoner's tunic, the wool doublet, the linen trousers, the pigskin boots, no gloves, but the light lamelier. And he did pick up a herbalist's hat off of someone, which is actually not bad for him. Well, social impact, never mind. I thought it would do, geez, I would have sworn that would do plant speed. Be a lot cooler if you guys would not cut through Chocolate Moose's house. I like how these amber things glow. I didn't realize that. He actually produces light everywhere he goes. Car exhaust. Sometimes in their inventory, they have really weird things. They don't ever use them, but sometimes they have them. Just a question of low drop rates. I was convinced that I'd broken something with how rare they were turning up. Yeah, I mean, look, we're in 55, summer of 5505, and I've managed to find 2 tech schematics, and that's been about it. I think there might have been a couple of others, but I couldn't afford them because they're like, I think they were around like 500 silver each, which we often have, but I keep buying arcane shards to turn people into wizards. So, you know, you live and learn. Blood scarab. Enjoy fighting my spiders. Still no sign of that clutch of spider eggs, which obviously makes me believe that that clutch of spider eggs got destroyed immediately after it was made. Cobwebs, cobwebs, cobwebs. Happy to see cobwebs around. Magical Academy, stay was okay. They are leaving. Okay, we managed to get the military district blocked out, along with half of it planned, more than half of it planned, I'd say. The Wizard's Tower is just waiting on the granite, which is coming along. We've grown the colony to another couple extra people, even if not all of them have weapons yet. I think this is where we're going to leave it for today, because that's all the time we got. Thank you for joining me, folks. We are going to try to wrap this up in the next couple of days. I'm really hoping we can get there, because we've been on this medieval colony for a while. It's been a lot of fun, but I think I'm ready to move on to the next challenge. So thank you in the meantime.